Do you want to study in Germany and watching all these videos about free education but don't know if the education is really free? Then watch this video because I'm going to decode all the costs that you will require to study in Germany, even if you get a free university, even if you get a public university where the tuition fees are zero. So even if the tuition fees are zero, there are still many costs that you can incur as a student here. And if you are new to this channel, then consider subscribing because I make lots of videos about Germany and the life here. Let's start. The cost of studying in Germany can be divided into three parts. So the application, visa related cost, arrival related cost, or the cost for your stay in Germany. So let's go into it step by step. Number one is application cost. When you start your application, you need a variety of documents to apply for Germany, like your transcripts, your bachelor's mark sheets, then your letter of recommendation and IELTS certificates, German certificates. Not all universities ask for all documents, but you have to keep them ready because if some university asks, you cannot start making them at that point. It requires a lot of time and also money sometimes. For application related costs, you will need documents like IELTS exam, which costs around 15,000 rupees. Then you will need your German exam. It's not asked by all universities, but if they ask, then every level of studying German will cost you around 7,000 rupees for A1, A2 exam, and then again for B1, B2 exam, it even goes above 10 to 14,000 rupees. Sometimes applying for transcript also requires money because some colleges may charge for it. One document that you will definitely need is the APS that was introduced around 1 or 2 years back, but it costs the most. So it's one certificate that you get from the German embassy and it costs 18,000 rupees. Then the next cost is application related cost. So all these documents you have to make multiple sets of this because the universities may ask you to post that. So the Xerox cost, the notary cost, every Xerox copy has to be notarized before sending it to the university. After that, you may also have to courier this sometimes only digital application works. So courier cost around 2,000 rupees per post. There is also an option to send it together and that can save your money. Applying to German universities is generally free if you use their portal. But if you use UniAssist, then every application costs around 30 euros. So the cost breakage is like your first application via UniAssist is for 75 euros and after that every application costs 30 euros. If a university asks for VPD, then it's again 30 euros on top. Not every university uses UniAssist, but nowadays many have started adopting that, and that's a portal where you simply go and send your applications. Sometimes UniAssist has online applications, sometimes you have to send a post and again the courier cost more. Here there is an option to send multiple documents together. So because in the end all documents go to UniAssist itself and then they check the documents and then forward it to the university. If your application is rejected, then this money does not come back and it's gone. Before moving to our next course, if you want to apply for Germany, that is for study applications, and you don't know the process or you need help of experts for making your documents or for applications, then do contact my team because my team supports you end to end, right from selection of universities, applications, documents, visa process, and everything that is related to send you to Germany for study. So the link is in the description. Go and register yourself and they will give you a call for your initial profile analysis to understand if you can go to Germany or there are some other country options that you should go for. Moving to our next cost, that is the visa cost. So what are all the expenses that you will need at the time of visa? That means your study application has come, it is successful, and now you have to apply for visa and make the documents ready for it. So the visa fees is one of the costs. So the visa fees for a student visa is 75 euros, and if you take extra services like premium lounge or deliver the passport to your home, then you have to pay some money extra. This money will be taken from you when you go to the visa appointment physically actually. So it's not online transaction, but you just have to go physically with the money there. Then the biggest cost that is involved at the time of visa is your blocked account. So this depends. It started raining and I'm making a video in the rain. Unbelievable. I never thought I would do something like this. Okay, so still it's drizzling, not that heavy rain. So let's continue. Then the next cost is blocked account, which is the major expense. And for this, some may have the money ready, some may have to go to different kind of banks, talk to them and see which bank is ready to fund you for the blocked account, how much is the interest, and where you can get discount. Try to negotiate a lot with the banks, because sometimes if you have a good profile, or if you convince them that you have got admission to a public university, it is possible that they reduce the interest that you incur. Every small percentage when it comes to interest counts, because it's compound interest, and in the end you end up paying a lot of money. So try to negotiate as much as possible and go for the bank that is providing you lowest loans with lowest interest. So when you get this money, you have to block this money. There are various services available. My brother came to Germany 2 years ago. That time I used Expatrio for him, so I transferred the money and I used the account. So process was very smooth. If you want to use the same one, link is in description, you can use that. The blocked account right now is 11,208 euros. So that means around 10 to 11 lakhs you have to keep ready to just block. Now this expense is blocked. That means you get this money only when you arrive in Germany, and you don't get it lump sum. So you get some money transferred every month. So it's like your monthly expenses are taken from you at the time of visa itself. If your visa gets rejected, then this money is given back to you, and maybe the company charges only processing fees. So don't worry if the visa get rejected, your 10 lakh won't go away. You will definitely get it back. So that's the most important expense. Then comes health insurance, travel insurance. So like I said, I use Expatrio. All of this was covered, and they also have some value package with which you get some cash back. So definitely go for it. Like I used it personally, that's why I'm saying that. Otherwise there are other companies to go with whatever you feel comfortable. So for visa, if your university is fixed that you want to go to this university and your apartment is also ready, then you can pay the apartment rent in advance. So that is also one expense that you can get. Generally the rents are currently in the range of 300 to 500 or even 700 euros. If you get an expensive city like Munich, then you have to keep this money ready to pay the rent in advance and show this slip to the visa. So your chances of getting visa are more. Next is flight costs. So you can take dummy tickets for flights, no need to buy original tickets. If you want to buy original, if everything is paid, your apartment and where you're going, all your documents are definitely correct as per whatever you feel, then you can buy flights. It can cost you around 60,000 to sometimes 1 lakh depending on what time you are buying the tickets. When you pay the rent, you also have to pay a deposit. So in case you break something in the apartment, then the owner has the right to take this money for the damages from the deposit. So the deposit is generally 1 month or 2 months rent from students, and for bigger apartments it can go up to 3 months rent. So you have to keep around 50,000 to 1 lakh ready separately for the deposit also. Then is your semester fee. So like I said, if you're totally sure you want to go to this university, you don't have multiple admits, and it's not a conditional offer, then you can also pay the semester fees for the university. And it depends how much it is. It can be from 100 euros to up to 400 euros also. So this is also the money that you need to pay and show the visa officers that you have paid the fees also. This can also increase your chances of getting a visa. Now coming to the third part of the expenses, that is your arrival related expenses. Your admit is done, your visa is done, and now the next step is you have to prepare to fly. If you have not booked your flights before the visa, then this is the time that you have got the visa to book your flights. Then next is the shopping. So this is a very important part, because it depends. You'll have to buy some basic jackets or some normal clothes to wear in Germany. Like when I came to Germany, I had bought so many colorful clothes, and when I landed, I saw people just wear black, white, gray and blue jeans. That's all. And there are no other colors. Like rarely you see some colors in summer, but otherwise like these are the standard colors. You have to do some simple clothes shopping. Then you need shoes, because walking here on cobble street is very tough with our normal Indian chappal style shoes. So we'll have to get proper good sole shoes, because you have to walk a lot. Believe me, you have to walk immensely in Germany for going to the bus stops from your house, to walk to the university, or even in between the university campus. It's not like India where all buildings are in the same place, but it can be in different places in the same city. So you have to walk a lot. So buy good shoes, then all the kitchen related items, all the food that you will buy all that there. A lot of expense goes. Ready to eat packets, food and shopping related expense is the most when moving to Germany. So keep at least 50,000 to 1 lakh ready for that separately. When you arrive in Germany, you will realize that some things that you bought are not working here, or you need to buy some other things. Like when you arrive, you'll need milk, oil and stuff that you can't get from India, or you need fresh vegetables that you can't get from India. So while recording, my phone just got switched off, maybe because I was shooting in rain or something. So recording the last part, that is how much cash you need to get. So get cash in your Forex card as well as separately in cash. That means if your card get lost, you have the cash, and if your cash get lost, then you have some money in the card, because you need to shop when you come here, or if you have not found any apartment, then you'll have to stay with someone or get Airbnb for first few days, or get hotel or hostel for the first few days. So keep cash in advance for that, or even for food while traveling, you may need that. And these are all the costs that you can get while applying to Germany as a student, or for the whole process from application to reaching Germany and staying here. Also, I've made an entire Excel list, and I'll show that to you so that you can track all the expenses or take a screenshot and keep it with you and know that these are the expenses that are coming to you, even if you get a free university to study in Germany. So I hope you found this video helpful. Comment if you have any questions, and also comment what next videos you want to see. So see you in my next one. Bye bye.